Hi. As we count down the final days for the opportunity to apply to and compete for the Radicle Carbon and Soil Challenge with UPL, Kirk and I wanted to share with you a few final perspectives to encourage you entrepreneurs out there to be part of this challenge. One of those perspectives is that the market is changing so rapidly and addressing these challenges so broadly that the demand is clearly there and seemingly robust for companies like yours with new technology and our business models to address the global carbon and soil challenge. It's a great time, frankly, to be an entrepreneur. I'm a bit jealous. Market demand is strong. Capital is shown it will support innovative companies. And our challenge with UPL is another demonstration of that durable market demand. Now, Kirk and I have previously shared some thoughts as part of an insight series on the Carbon and Soil Challenge. We'll wrap things up with this video and a perspective on the entrepreneurial landscape for innovation on carbon and soil. So let me turn to you, Kirk, and provide some perspective, if you will, on Radicle, what our purpose is and how the Carbon and Soil Challenge fits into that so well.
Well, Neal, that's a great kickoff. And, you've been part and parcel to Radicle since our inception. And you know that we've been thinking about sustainability and how carbon and soil fits into the entire sustainability umbrella when it comes to ag and food. In fact, I think a lot of people don't realize that 34% of greenhouse gas emissions come from food production. It's the second largest emitter of GHG emissions. And if you think about, we need to double food production by 2050, everybody knows that, but we simultaneously need to reduce agriculture's impact to the environment. So how are we going to reduce carbon emissions and really make the soil healthy so we can start producing more food per unit of land, more calories per unit of land, getting it to the people who need it most in a way that's environmentally friendly or more environmentally friendly? And the answer is technology. And so when we think about our investment thesis around carbon and soil, what we're really after are not just technologies. We're looking for the best entrepreneurs in the world, the best entrepreneurs with the passion, commitment to want to make a huge impact in this area. We're going to provide you through Radicle platform and UPL's platform, the capital, company building expertise, and access to trialing that you're just not going to get anywhere else. So this message is really targeted towards those entrepreneurs that have the passion, also have the technology, even emerging technology, early stage technology. We want you to apply to this challenge. We want to support you, not just with capital, but the company building expertise to help you be successful.
And as we said, it's a great time to be an entrepreneur today, because of the durability of demand. And, countries are looking at mandates. There's COP26 coming up. But really, it's the private sector that is acting independently of governments. And that's the signal of durability of this marketplace. Kirk, you and I lived through the aughts when we were both CEOs in the biofuels era and working on second generation, next generation biofuels. We looked to the Obama administration to set out a legislative package that would create demand for this market. That market didn't materialize. It shows the challenge of relying on the government, but the private sector is really stepping in here. And you can see it in a range of ways. And of course, carbon is not just an ag issue. And so you see it across many industries. You see it when Ford commits to over $10 billion to build 3 battery factories and a new plant for electric vehicles. You see it when all the automobile companies, many of them, are committing to eliminating combustion vehicles in 5 or 10 years. Wow. And of course, we see it in the ag sector ourselves with multinationals partnering in many ways to create vehicles to pay farmers for the carbon they sequester when they farm. And so those signals are really durable for entrepreneurs already.
Yeah, and it's incredible to see how consumers are responding and how the large food companies, the global food companies are really embracing this. They put a stake in the ground. And just to further augment what you said, they are demanding on themselves to provide more sustainably produced food. And I think that's a great opportunity for our growers. They've been great stewards of the land and they frequently get no credit for that. And with the implementation of these new digital tools and with consumers willing to pay more, with large food companies willing to pay more to help consumers get more connected to their food, I think this is the most incredible time to be a food and ag tech entrepreneur, especially focusing on sustainability issues like the Radicle Carbon and Soil Challenge by UPL.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, of course. And, as you wrap up, I just want to remind everyone out there who's working across the supply chain anywhere. You have a business model, you have customers in mind, but you may find that actually you're addressing the carbon and soil challenge without even being sort of focused on it, every day as you approach the market. If you're working on precision spraying of agrochemicals and avoiding potentially large equipment having to do that, spraying through drones, for example, you're avoiding soil compaction. You're working on soil health. If you are working on livestock feed in a way that leads to greater efficiency, right? You may be working on livestock health. You're also working on a carbon challenge. So think deeply as an entrepreneur about what you're doing. If you have questions about your business and does it fit into this challenge, reach out to Kirk and myself. We can answer your questions. Go to our LinkedIn site. Go to our website, radicle.dc, and let's change the world together.